What's up, man? We at the spot, on the spot, right here in the building. We got a special guest, but before we get into it, man, we're gonna let everybody introduce themselves all the way from the way over there to way over here, man. Go ahead, man.
Yo, so it's Rock the Ruler, formerly known as Nice One to You. I changed the name. Queen of Kendra hates it, but I want y'all to comment, you know what I'm saying, on the page and let Kendra know she's wrong, you know what I'm saying? Pass this over to Isla.
Isla, that's me. You can find me on Instagram at isla.bands with the Z.
Hey, man, who we got right here?
Yo, which one? I'm John Grimes, comedian, aka Mr.TanPanda, on the apps, on the internets.
Yeah, let's get into that, man. Mr.TanPanda, you mind if I call you that?
Yeah, we
Man,
good.
for sure, man. How you get into that name, first off?
Oh man, college days, man. It's funny. My brother made a comment one day that said "tan candles sound funny together," and I was like, "Not as funny as Tan Panda, right?" And that was just nothing. But while I was in college one day, I saw some chicks, and I was like, "Look at them Tan Pandas right there." And my friends were just like, "What?" And I was like, "Yeah."
Was they Asian?
No.
Was they big?
They weren't even big. I thought it'd be cute. Like, pandas are cute. As I initially said it, I was like, she about as cute as a panda holding a cupcake. That's what I said. And then I was like, that was the initial statement. Then I was like, yeah, little tan panda right there. And then the dudes, my homies, was like, let's just call them that thing. Where the tan pandas at tonight? So we go out every weekend looking for tan pandas. And then just, somebody like, you should put that shit on the shirt. And I just made a shirt out of it. And
Say it stuck with you.
it stuck with me. Now I'm Mr. Tan
Damn,
Panda.
Right on, right on. Where you up out of, bruh?
I'm from St. Louis, currently in LA.
Two St. Louis boys on the panel,
314,
right?
man. What's popping?
314.
314, is that right, man? Boy, y'all some crazy motherfuckers coming up out of that motherfucker.
We trying.
Man, it's the first place I ever lived in. I lived in the projects, but like somebody had to tell me it was the projects.
What projects you was in?
Oh man, it's the ones like directly downtown where you can stare at the arch, but you're in the apartments, you got roaches and shit. Niggas was like buying some crack outside. I was 11. I didn't know no better. And the homie was like, yo, bro, you have a single mother. You are poor now. I'm like, oh shit, really? Damn, I didn't even know.
It ain't official projects.
They put you downtown, huh?
Yeah, I was downtown, like
Right by the
shit.
Rams, huh?
Exactly by the
yeah,
Rams,
you was
bro.
poor, man.
Shit.
That's poor right there.
Oh, thank you.
No offense. We always poor there. I mean, I just wasn't at that particular location of poverty. I was a different part of the city, also poor. You know.
Mr. Grimes, I'm gonna apologize first off. I didn't even introduce you the correct way, man. This gentleman right here, first off, comedian, you know what I'm saying? Stand-up motherfucker, intellectual motherfucker, and a father above all. You know what I mean, right? How many kids you got, bruh?
I got 2 for sure.
Two for sure, and we got some others maybe, right?
Yeah, you know, Vegas every other month, man.
Hey,
Something's gonna happen.
Oh, you can't do nothing but respect it.
And I seen you took him on tour with you.
I did. I took them on the weekend for shows I had, and yeah, don't do that. Don't do that if you have the option to not. That was a
Kind of got in
risk.
the way of
You know,
your personal agenda, maybe a little bit. You know what I'm saying?
well, we'll talk about that later. No, but yeah, they did stay at my hotels though. They did stay at my hotels, and yeah, man,
Is that your idea?
it was. I told moms, I told my girl, like, you know what, I'm gonna take the kids on the trip. Let's see what happens, right? You get the house to yourself for 5 days, by the way. That was a 5-day trip with my kids.
Damn.
Yeah, man. Yeah. I don't know. You know, the only perk about taking your kids on the road is when you fly, the flight attendants treat you like you that nigga. You like, they walk away like, look at Papa Bear right here with these 2 little, do you need a drink? I'm like, I need all the
Be like,
drinks. I need
yo,
everything.
can I blow you in the bathroom? Like,
I be like, watch before I go to the bathroom. Absolutely. I'll stay with them. I love it.
So how you like the industry, man? It's like you like kind of like what they would consider like the new guy on the block, right?
Yeah.
As far as how long you know what I'm saying been doing it, and how they been embracing you.
I'm definitely called on the up and comer bracket of comics right now in LA. I think that if they think you funny, they'll acknowledge you.
They'll give you a little bit of credit.
Like a what's up head. I can't go to that cool circle yet. You know that cool circle, they be standing just off. Like I'm like, ooh, one of these days I'm walk up in that bitch. But right now I got my own little circle just a couple feet away. But like the big, I call them big homies. Yeah, make your own circle, and eventually my circle gonna be a circle that cats come up on. But yeah, they give me love, man. A lot of the big comics right now, they acknowledging me And that's the first thing I wanted to make sure that they go, oh, I seen you around. You funny.
You moving around so much to where your peers ain't gonna have a choice to see you. You know what I mean? You putting it all in their face. You moving town to town here and there. You know.
That's part of the strategy.
Part of the strategy,
there.
right?
It's 48 laws of power. Increase your honor by your absence. If I'm never in LA because I'm doing shows, eventually cats gonna be like, man, this cat stay booked. What's up? Let me rock with him for a second.
Your own lane, and that's what you got to do.
Trying.
I guess with anything, right?
Yeah.
No, man, that's what's up.
So at the spot, on the spot, making your own way. Absolutely. Thank you for having me. By the way, where are my manners? Thank y'all for having me on this dope podcast. Got the natural herbs right by me.
Hey, man, you want to hit it?
I like the incense effect. That's all.
Okay. Breathe in, breathe out.
Yes, mentally.
Well, man, it's good to have you here. You know what I'm saying? Man, matter of fact, I'm tripping, man. We got Rob Nova. What's up, man? What's up? Man, shit, we got Kendra in the background chilling, cooking up some gumbo. You know what I mean?
Real gumbo?
Nah.
I'm about to say. Shit, you from Seattle?
That was last week.
That was last week.
You missed the gumbo.
Yeah.
She can make gumbo.
Well, she can make a whole lot of stuff. Kendra, can you make gumbo?
Yeah.
Dang.
Kendra gonna have somebody else make the gumbo for her, and then she's gonna bring it in and be like, I made this.
Dang.
See, and she didn't even say no.
That's the smart way to do it. Work smarter, not harder.
Exactly.
You know how to make gumbo?
Yeah. You know what I'm making tonight?
What you making?
When I got sitting at home, I was just telling Rob, I have 2 lobster tails, some snow crab, and some king crab. I'm about to make a little boil.
Dang.
For a table of who? 1 or 2?
1.
Yeah?
One, baby.
You gonna eat 2
I
lobster
got a bottle
tails?
of champagne. No, I'm not gonna eat them. I'm gonna probably freeze the rest, you know, so in a few weeks when I feel the same way. It's really the sauce for me.
Oh, yeah.
It's
You
the
better go
sauce.
get you a plate, nigga.
For me. I was like, I'm about
It's
to
the
sauce for
butter,
me.
the garlic, the lemon pepper, and the Cajun all in one. Oh my God.
How many king crabs is enough king crabs for one person?
I just have 1 leg.
Oh, you got 1 leg.
Not like 1 leg, but 1 little like arm. I don't claw section. What do you
Yeah,
call
nobody knows what
that?
the fuck
A
that
claw,
anatomy is. You
a
can't tell
bundle
between
of
a king crab's hand and
Right.
feet.
I feel like I should shake his hand.
Man, them king
It's
crabs
a
get
large.
big though,
It's
man.
large. It's pretty big. But
Oh.
I actually got that the last time I made it. I froze it. And now I went and bought some lobster. I've never made lobster before, so.
You so much more likable, just like that. That's crazy. I'm a big fan of yours.
Dude.
Hey man, y'all gotta understand though. When you can make an extravagant meal and only feed it to yourself, there is nothing better on this planet. I tell anybody, look. If you a single
love.
guy right now and you over here tripping off these chicks or whatever, my guy, take yourself out to dinner.
Take yourself out to dinner.
Hell, but not just any dinner. Don't take yourself to McDonald's. Take yourself to Ruth Chris.
Oh.
You like Ruth Chris?
Fuck no, I'm gonna take
Where
it.
else?
But I gotta name a spot
Somewhere
somebody
nice.
probably know about. But you gotta take yourself out to a spot, get your own bottle of
Go
wine.
try some new little spot that,
You know what I'm
isn't
saying?
mainstream. Some new little nice
Because here's the
private
thing.
spot.
When you do that shit, just like you were saying, that 48 level of power, increasing your honor by absence, and she's like, yo, why is he by himself? Why is this guy over here? Who the fuck is that nigga?
What does
Why is he by himself when he
That's
got
gonna
a
go 2 ways,
bitch?
though.
And, you know what I'm saying? Some kids. What is this nigga?
That's a personal therapy session. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, you do that shit. Hey. She's gonna be walking up to the table like, sir,
That nigga better be doing comedy.
I better
nigga.
be telling a goddamn joke. That's why- Somebody better be laughing at this bitch. Prove to me you was telling jokes out of town. A comedy. Is that the bitch name? Is it comedy? How you spell it?
Yeah.
With a K.
married to the game, I guess. You know what I'm saying?
Comedy with a K.
But I say he married to the game. Oh man,
Oh, that's dedication right there.
Period.
I
I
mean,
heard that.
yeah, man, that sounds cool and shit on the podcast, but it's lonely as a motherfucker.
Please take that
Check
away
on your
from
friends that are married to the game. They
I'm
might
about
be a
to
little
say.
lonely.
Yeah, on the real, you make that meal or whatever at home or whatever, next morning, you gotta do them dishes too.
That's what I'm about to say. I'm about to say people say they cook
Or
for
you have,
themselves.
have
I'm
a
like,
maid. Have somebody else do them.
Hey, my nigga, though. Hey, who you famous? How you met so far? What you say that you met?
Famous?
Outside of us.
Outside of yeah.
Outside of
Okay. All right. So -3, -4. Let's see. I guess the two people that come to mind just off the top of my head, you know, I get this question. I never really think about the answer for real, but in the last like couple years, I played basketball with Adam Sandler. He came to the place I hoop at, and he be hooping. I give him credit for that. He was on my team. We bust their ass.
Oh, yeah?
And we beat some 15-year-olds. But
push them little niggas down.
Adam Sandler's funny as fuck for that.
He don't want to lose, but he's like, hey, John, he good with names. He's like, John, let's beat their ass, man. I don't want to lose these kids. Like, I'm with you, bro. I ain't losing no fucking 15-year-olds. But
you got some wins in.
yeah, we got some W's in.
I feel like Adam Sandler is the prime example of a man who's like attractive for being funny. Yeah. Like, he's so funny that you're just like, well.
Yeah, I can see him getting some hoes out there for sure.
Some hoes, for sure. Absolutely. Just from being funny as hell.
Chicks like funny dudes, though, in general. Yeah. So, you know.
Mr. Banks said, what's cracking? What's up? He coming in?
He calling in.
Oh, Mr. Banks, hold on. We so unprofessional around this motherfucker, man. What's up? What's up, my nigga?
Hey, yeah, man, what's up, man? You know what I'm saying, man? Hey, these niggas hijacked me, nigga. They got me in the back. They holding me ransom.
Oh, shit. What? Nigga?
Hey, that means my plan is going
put
to
him on the
plan.
phone, man. Keep you, man. They gonna keep you. Nah, hey, we online right now. This Mr. Banks, y'all, out there in TV land or whatever.
Yo.
You know what I'm saying? He's sending love.
You know what I mean? Man, I want to send my shots out, man, to my man, my on the spot at the spot family, man, you know. Man, I'm out here with my guy Dope Boy, man. You know, man, we ripping and running all around LA, man, from here to there, networking, hoping to put a lot of things together.
Shout out to Dope Boy out there. Yeah, shout out to y'all niggas out there pushing the line, you know what I'm saying? And man, he's just called, we sitting in love, man, we chopping, it's all love. We got brother up here and it's good, you know what I mean?
Man, for sure, man. Hey, many blessings to him. Man, many blessings to that brother, man, on my mama, man. I did my research on you, homie. They told me, a lot of comedians told me you do everything by yourself. You do it by, like, you ain't playing.
Yeah, he came up here dolo.
On my mama. He booked everything. He doing it, man. He ain't. So, man, that's my kind of man. That's my kind of hustler.
I appreciate that.
Motherfucking, up out that St. Louis, huh? The show me state, huh?
Yeah, show me state.
3.
You got 1, that right.
4.
Man, well, shit, man. On the spot, at the spot, I'm gonna let y'all go ahead and do y'all thing, man. I know my co-hosts are, ripping it apart. Kendra, Rob, Alice in Wonderland, man. You know what I'm saying? But Rock and motherfucking McLovin, man. My nigga.
For sure. You already know what it is. I'm gonna hit you after this shit.
I'm about to go to a beach party, man.
He said she just ran the motherfucker over here.
Had to throw that in there.
We gonna turn up in this overcast right
now.
We having a beach party, but like the opposite kind of way.
He started getting back in the gym.
It's afternoon.
Hey, you caught Rob. You said it right there. That motherfucker.
He's feeling himself out there. He said beach party. You know he's taking his shirt off first thing.
Working out changed your life, man.
The horror. Hey. We out here, man, at the spot on the spot, man. We got John Grimes. We got Alice in Wonderland. Ira, I don't know what. Y'all got to get that together. But you know what I'm saying? Barack, you know what I'm saying? We Kendra up here. Hey, we up here clowning. We got drink in our cup, everybody. You know what I mean? She got water. It ain't Fiji, though.
It ain't Fiji, though.
No, I'm fucking with you.
Listen.
But yeah, on the rails, John, man, I got a question for you, my guy. Like, because first of all, you coming out of St. Louis, I'm already knowing you got that Midwest mentality. So I already know you salted the earth or whatever. But my curiosity is, it's like, yo, what made you decide to strike out on your own when it came to your career and just handling your own and not like going and getting a team or going and getting an intern to handle stuff for you? What made you decide to just like, you know what, I'm going to handle this shit? What pushed you to that?
I think that every time I do something, I like to see the process all the way through and know the process all the way through. So that way I don't get got at the wrong times, right? So that's kind of the St. Louis thing where it's like, somebody say, hey, I'm about to put you on to something. All right, well, put me on to it all the way. Let me see all of it.
Yeah.
Like, don't just take me somewhere. Where we going? Like, who gonna be there when I get there? Who I'm riding with to get there? You know? So all that same logic of what I'm doing to take a task on, I use that in comedy where I'm like, oh, I could be funny and get a manager and an agent. And they just start booking stuff for me and I see a little piece of the pie. But it's like, what if I negotiate these same deals myself? And now I know how the businesses or the venues move. And so it's time for me to when I get hot, And I
Yeah.
come back and call these people. I already know what the old deal was.
Yeah.
Like, oh, no, strike that. Strike that.
I know what your job is now. I
That
know
was
what
before. Yeah. So I want to know as much as possible so that I can use that to my advantage. So doing it mostly myself taught me that I know how to book myself now. If shit go bad, like when the pandemic happened, I was moving.
Yeah.
I was out of town still doing shows and, you know, safely, obviously safely.
Yeah, safely.
But
mask on.
yeah, no, I had to. That honestly gave me more time to like reach out to business because they wasn't doing shit either. So they just giving me contacts and giving me information, hit us back as soon as we open type stuff. So I was just building my networks up while everybody was sitting in the house chilling. So yeah, man, I just like to see shit through.
Man, so that leads to the next question. Seeing it through, what do you see yourself in the future, man? How far do you see yourself taking it?
I see what I want to do is just kind of make specials, right? Stand-up specials. I want to drop a lot of them. I got a lot of shit to say, and I want to get it out. Like I feel like I could churn, like you know, like old mixtape Wayne type stuff, or you know, even with 50 Cent when he was making all the mixtapes before he made Get Rich Doctrine. Like I could make in my head, I want to make like 8 over the next like a 3-year span. Like I feel like I have that much that I want to cover, and the fact that I'm not prominent yet or big in
I
the
know
space.
you got some shit to say.
I got everyday man conversations. I'm
You
still
can take
having.
risks.
Absolutely.
You ain't got nothing
I
to
can
lose.
take risks. I can wild out because before you cancel me, I always say you can't cancel nobody that's broke, man. You know what I'm saying? Like.
We were just talking about that in the office. You ain't got nothing. We ain't got
I'm not losing
Ain't
the
nobody
sponsor.
in debt,
Hey,
right.
look at this. I ain't got no brand on. Like I'm not hurting
Before
nobody's
we continue
feelings.
all, Disney, if you're listening,
That's
we
real. Look at
do
that.
want sponsorship.
Yeah, we
I know
want it.
I said I.
What?
Marvel, if you're listening, John would love a little spot in the next Black Panther.
But also to protect myself, you can't punish me for something I said while I was broke. All right,
Word.
I'm under the bridge too. That's what a troll does. I'm just yelling up. Now when I get up there, don't ask me shit I did as a troll. I was trolling, my nigga. Now I'm gonna go
how
on the
you do it.
bridge. You know what I'm saying? So that's my logic. You get mad at me for something I said in the past, I'm gonna tell you where I was at in the past.
Hey,
Yelling up.
So like, yo, I have learned and I have moved on. I have become a better person now. I will
That
no
usually
longer
works.
make fun of your children.
I know, right? Then I wink into the camera like an asshole. It was a
Hey.
whole deal. We had him until you winked. I can't help it. My eye got a twitch, man.
Hey.
Who y'all think gonna win the series, man?
First of
We're
all,
looking at the
why
game.
you gotta be mean, bro? Like we done talked about this. You know where I stand. You know how I get when I get in my feelings. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? It just hurts my feelings. You know what I'm saying? Rob, cut this part out when I start crying.
Got you.
Hey, who you rooting for?
All right, so look, I'm rooting for Golden State because I lived in the Bay for like 7 years.
Ah, okay.
I love the Bay. I love them, but I already know we're gonna lose. It's over.
Yeah, Celtics and
By the
5.
time this episode comes out, we'll have lost, and then you all will know that I can see the future. And then Disney will call me. You see what I'm saying? You see how this works?
How we both gonna get that Disney
Hey,
bag?
look.
Playing with
I got
Disney.
one of
Who's the
those.
Where are we
second
going with
famous
Disney?
person though?
Oh, I like this. I like how that came about.
You feel me?
We brought it back.
I gotta bring it because I'm curious because it's gonna keep building.
Let's just go with Dave Chappelle.
Yeah.
I just saw him, and dude is cool as he looks, man. And
Seen him when they whooped that? Oh, you wasn't near at
I
the
saw him a
Grammy.
week before,
Yeah.
about 5 days before I saw him, and it's funny because when you see comedians, you're not supposed to like fangirl, right?
Right,
So I
right,
was
right.
trying to be as cool as hell. And I'm gonna give you a little quick tip about Dave, right? So I'm not famous, right? But sometimes I'll book myself, and my bio description will say he's opened up for Dave Chappelle, Neil Brennan, and Donnell Rollins. That's what my bio says on most of
Yeah.
my shows. But the bottom of the paragraph says he opened the door for them when they walked into a comedy club. Dave thanked them for it. Like, so if you read the whole paragraph, that's on you. But that first sentence says, I opened for Dave Chappelle,
Man,
Neil
this nigga
Brennan, and
Literally
Donnell Rollins.
opened the door.
And so when I saw Dave that night, I started to say to him, hey, man, I just want you to know what I'm doing.
Right,
In
right.
case somebody asks me one
Just
day.
in case.
But I didn't say that. I just looked at him. He came out. He had like five guards. This is before the run up. So, like, he might have 8 now. But 4 cats walked out first. Dave walked out. He, like, straightened his jacket. Real cool. Like, he said, good evening, young sir. And I was like,
You start squealing and
this
shit.
fucking guy, right? I just said, I'm all right. And then that's all I could muster out. just rolled onto stage. And I was like, that's all I had was all right.
So that's the best you come up with, huh?
That's the thing with Dave though, is he's like a different level.
Yeah.
Like Jay-Z is kind of like that. Like there's like legends, but then there's that level.
But you know what,
it's
homie?
crazy.
He seen you though.
He did.
No matter what,
He did.
He seen you.
You right in the face and thought to himself, who the fuck is this nigga?
Exactly. That's the first thought. Because I'm sitting right outside his door, like, this nigga staff or something? Like, they got a new intern? No, I just figured you'd be right here. I was right. So, don't worry about what I had to say. Just, all right, we'll have a good show. I might do that when I see him and say, hey, Dave, you remember me? I was the all right guy.
Hey.
He's like, oh, nigga, you still weird, huh?
Look, and that's your logo.
Dave and Adam Sandler, man. That was my celebrity sightings.
That's what's up, man. And y'all won the game.
Who that?
You and who the dude play basketball?
Oh, Adam Sandler. Yeah,
Adam
we were whooping
Sandler.
kids' ass, for sure.
It's beating up kids and shit, you know.
Shout out Kevin Durant, too. I did see him, too, as well, just because I felt like that was the only reason I'm going to mention the Kevin Durant one, because I had a booth. I was in a booth in a L.A. club, and usually if you get a booth, you that nigga for the night. And I noticed about 20 minutes into my booth night, we had no bitches. And I was like, what is happening with this booth? And they just kept walking past us. I look over to the right, and James Harden and Kevin Durant had a booth next to us. Not only are they rich, and they tall, too. So this short nigga with a booth ain't getting no action.
Hey, my guy, as a short person, I understand the struggle.
I was like, this is disrespectful, Kevin and James. Like, y'all need to go.
Because you know they were really there. They're there for more for James and Kevin. Because Kevin, he born again, so he's like he's look at him. He's like, well, God won't let me
Harden
touch you.
did keep sending the sparkles over. Sparkles kept coming his way.
Harden is over there.
He a party boy.
Harden fuck these
like-
chicks, so he's out of weight.
Yeah, that was never again. Do not have a booth next to an NBA player, man.
Yeah. You know, the key is you got to get a booth with other taller people.
True, I try to find tall friends, man. But LA niggas picky, man. They like, nah, nigga, we see you short too. Like,
Hey, look, I not personally had the experience of being the short nigga amongst the tall niggas. Believe it or not, it's even harder work because the chicks look right past you to the taller niggas.
exactly.
And then they be looking at you like, nigga, what you doing? I'm sitting back like, bro, I can barely reach, okay? I'm trying.
You like their translator. Are you the driver for them? Can you tell them we ready to go?
I'm just sitting over here just like, well, I mean, I'm directing traffic. They over here like, where are the balls? I'm like, here. He's right over there.
That's why you gotta be funny. If you're short, you gotta be funny.
You have to be.
Learn that at a very young age.
I be trying, but hey, look, you're an expert, my guy. Don't let us both get a
You
session
gotta learn
together.
that at a young age. So we was waiting to walk in the park.
Yeah, like, I mean, it's a defense mechanism in a way. Like, you get into a classroom and you see these niggas bigger than you. I've made friends with the biggest dude in the class every time. Like, hey, big nigga, I got a couple jokes for you, you know what I'm saying? And I got the protection, and I got the,
On some St. Louis shit, though, bro, we played the dozens out there, though, so you already know.
Oh, yeah.
Jonan, hey.
I'm Joan.
I ain't heard that shit in a hot second on the reels,
man.
yo. Because on the reels, like, you got to make friends with the tallest niggas on the planet. But you gotta make fun of them too, otherwise, now they might come back at you, knock you out or whatever.
Yeah, no,
but it's a risk you have to be willing
I
to
was
take.
equal opportunity with the Jonan, man. I took care of everybody, man. Like, you might be bigger and better, but that word, you don't remember what I said.
That shit hurt.
A decade later, this nigga still ain't forgot.
Words
Like,
hurt.
I got the.
You say you went to college.
I did.
Yeah.
I went to Purdue University. I was one and done though, so I dropped out. But it was because of this. I wanted to do comedy. I knew that at college. I said, "Oh no, this ain't it."
What did you at least start off the major for?
Business management.
Business management.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
That's, exactly.
Like once they tell you, like, all you gotta do is these 2 or 3, 4 things. It's like,
right. I listened to a
it's
couple
not that hard.
classes and was like, okay, I got the gist. I'll just hire the niggas to do the hard parts later. Trying to be a leader. The networking, though. Right. Shout out Purdue, because the people I met at Purdue have impacted me. In that 1 year of college, they have impacted my current life to this day. Like, the people that probably come to my show tonight will probably be Purdue-related friends. Like, just spread out, got jobs.
All about
for the
networking. All types of life, right?
Bring your coworkers, bring your friends.
Right.
And that's how I'm actually able to go out of town so much, is I got college friends in so many cities that I just kind of connect with them. And, hey, why don't you bring your coworkers out, make it a team event? Now I got a quick 20. Right. That's all I need. Well, what's that church people say when it's a gathering? Or
Lord is in the midst.
Exactly.
Yeah.
All these are small groups. We're going to have fun.
Yeah, it's written.
So, yeah, shout out Purdue University for giving me that good year.
Yep. You religious? Nothing we're getting. They say never talk about politics, and you know what I mean.
We
And
talk
religion.
about it all, man. Yeah, I believe. I'm a believer. Christian brother right here. God had to help me. I don't know how I've been out here this long without God helping me. So, absolutely.
What you think God look like?
God be like 6'6", tall. He tall.
6'6"?
He a tall guy. He might be 7 foot.
So you look like Kevin Durant.
I would pick him up on my pickup team for sure. Like I would move a nigga off my neck. So hey, bro, I know we said we had 5. No, I'm gonna pick him up.
Adam,
I'm running with
cool.
God, bro. So
But God on the bench right now, Adam, you got to sit down, my guy.
yeah, you gotta put somebody off for God if you want to play on your team. You can't. Matter of fact, if you bring your son, you gotta move 2 niggas. Like,
Hey, shit.
Hey, the Lord and his son here, bro. I gotta pick him up. That's the point guard in my center right here. Like,
You better have God on your team, nigga.
just let the guy waiting next, mad at you. Like, nah, I'm running next.
Yeah.
This team ain't even there. I'm gonna make my teammates, nigga. By the time we start, like I'm running with God for sure.
Guard my center.
Brock, you play sports?
Not anymore, bro.
You ever like in your youth
When
you
I was
a
my
young?
youth, when I was young, I dug football a lot. I was always playing the running back because I was fast.
You was playing a running back?
Yeah, because I was short and I was fast. I could cut. You know,
This is way back. Huh?
this is like once high school was over and I went to art college. I'm just hanging out with weirdos and shit in California now. So you
That's
know, it's just
real.
like you can be hanging out with weirdos in California and they'd be like,
you went to art
"Sports?"
school?
Yeah.
Our school kids are different.
Yes, the fuck we are.
For what? What'd you go for?
So I went for I was one and done also.
Okay, shout out.
But I went for industrial design for car design because I dug
Car design?
Yeah. So like honestly, that's part of the reason why I am the way I am in art right now is because of what they taught me.
Dope.
They taught me like to be thorough. They taught me to understand a project from a 360 viewpoint. It's like, but even,
We on to something, man. That should just be 1 year colleges.
yeah,
Like low key, just come and become a better human from going there for a year, and then just go out into the world. Like
message.
we should start a 1 year college.
Rob, you played sports when you was younger?
Yeah,
You was
I played college basketball. So
Oh,
Of course you
be
did.
balling, huh?
yeah, I had a full
Yeah.
ride
Of course you
scholarship.
did.
But I was 2 and done.
2 and done.
Yeah,
Yeah, I just stopped going to class, started partying and shit.
It's so easy to do.
That
Am I the only one that
every time, don't
graduated?
it?
Yes, either you
Might
are.
be.
I might be the
Goddamn
only one that
party.
graduated.
What you graduating in? What you major in?
I have a bachelor's in public health, my
Really?
associate's degree.
Educated.
Sitting over here smoking
Educated.
weed in public health.
And how long have you been working for the FBI? I don't like nothing I'm hearing right now. This is a trap. She got nice
That
crab
nigga-
and gumbo and all
That nigga over here
that.
clutching behind the table, under the
Expensive
table.
seafood. Like, what? That was like hell. I'm like, all right,
That makes no
officer, that's
goddamn
enough.
Well, I gotta go.
They're moving in. They're moving in.
This
We
has
got
been
it.
fun.
Oh my god.
Yep, they got me.
He's got the safe word popping off.
They got me.
Oh,
All
shit,
right.
that ain't so.
It was nice
hell.
while it lasted, boys.
Hey, yo, man, shouts out to Mr. McGlover over here looking like he's going to take all of our girlfriends later. You know what I'm saying?
Oh nah,
You know,
man.
he got the lean popping off or whatever. He's sitting back.
I'm finna go pick the kids up.
I
man.
like
In
this
the-
man,
in the-
man.
He's
you know,
he's like, yeah, play. You know what I'm saying? I'm sitting like, God damn, dog. Where was this? Where
We're
was
about to go
this
pick his
last
kids up in the
episode?
little Mercedes, you know.
Oh, that's your man's out there?
Yeah.
Yeah, man. See, you need that leg room, huh? That's a nice big biz
He got
out
the
there.
sunglasses
It's a big
inside.
body.
Some light.
He had the
You
big
know what I'm
body, so
saying?
you
That's
know.
that big body, boy. I walk past there like, oh, okay.
Oh.
Yeah,
Did the same thing.
man.
I drove past this. Oh, Glover's
Like
here.
Big Bro say, the Lord give it, then the Lord take it away.
That's what's up, man.
Yeah, man. But shit.
So, John, man.
Go ahead, bro.
Yeah. So,
Yeah.
so when we ask, like, you know, what's next for you? Are you talking about, you know, like, I know you want to do,
Oh.
you know, you want to drop some projects or whatever, but are you trying to, you know, get on some more stadium tours? Are you still trying to build up a network? Like, what's next for you?
Great
in the
question.
game?
My current activities is to build that, you know, presence, if you will, right? The easiest way, obviously, to try to get a little viral activity, but I'm using my platform right now to kind of show a proof of concept right now. So I just started making these banking sketches. I used to be a banker. That's the job I just quit, actually, is I worked in banking for 8 years. And I feel like nobody really talks about banking at all, but we've all had banking experiences.
Right.
So I started shooting these little short sketches right now, and I got a script for a bank show. So my goal, ideally, would be to get this script, in front of the right eyes. See if we can get maybe a bank show on TV. Kind of like, The Office,
I was just about to
Superstore.
say The Office,
Nobody's
but
doing
like
no one's done
banking.
bank. So I feel like it's a void right there that I can
Yeah.
kind of tap into. And banking was
Have
hilarious
to have
to
a
me.
robbery episode.
Absolutely, right?
Yeah.
I'm like,
Have to have a
the
robbery
sales. And
episode.
so
Yeah.
I'm just like, let me see if I can get a couple of these videos to get funny enough that they get spread around the right way. If one of them catches, it just needs somebody to see it. The right person to see it, and they hit you up like, hey, man, I noticed you've been writing a lot of those sketches. You got a little, absolutely, I have a script. I'll send it over. So ideally, get that script in. Once you sell something, I'm in the game, right?
Yeah,
That's all I'm trying to do is get in the game. And, so TV show would be great, but I would use that popularity or credit to just keep doing stand-up and produce content I want. Like, I won't even need to be on a network to make the fun content I want to make, because I don't want nobody controlling, like, the humor I want to have. Very, like, early Chappelle Show type shit, where it was like, he wilding, and it's okay. Like, I want that type of freedom. I would love to do something like that and just keep, slanging jokes.
So how many Eyes Wide Shut parties are you willing to go to get that off the ground?
Here's the thing.
I already know it's a lot.
I want to have a good time. I do want to have a good time. I do not. I'm still. Yeah. See the stuff I'm stumbling on. It's some strange stuff out there, man. So
Look, just one or two parties. You know what I'm saying? Look, no one has to know. But if you get the pilot off the ground after going, you know what I'm saying? Like, is it worth it?
Here's the thing.
He did not say no, ladies and gentlemen.
I would like that type of success, obviously, right? But it's gonna be always a threshold of what you're willing to put up with.
Absolutely,
in that sense.
man. Absolutely. Especially when you're trying to own your own anyway.
Absolutely, right? So doing something strange for a piece of change, I need to see what those details are.
Smart man.
Like,
What's that change looking like?
What denominations of this change? I don't know.
So that's the first question. The second question is how many hoes are you trying to fuck with over here?
Hey, look, big brother, check it out.
Boy, go ahead, brother.
We talk about dollars now, and you saying we laughing and we joking, it's cool. But I get the notion that underneath all that, you a very intellectual brother. You know what I'm saying? And I know that, like other brothers, you know what I'm saying, that's trying to make a way and do their thing, or into other things. And do you have other ventures, like maybe like you interested, like maybe stocks or something? You know what I mean? I'm thinking like you kind of aware on more than, you know what I mean?
Yeah, I'm man. You coming with these are great.
I'm just getting what I'm feeling from you.
No,
You know
I like it.
I'm just checking you out.
Shout out McLover.
I know, right? I'm like, man, you're stalking a good one right here. FBI picked a good one. This guy's great. I do. I think that ultimately, if you become successful at something too good, especially in something like comedy where it's a lot of punching up, when you get too successful, a lot of people don't want to hear you as much anymore because they know that you're doing too well, right? So I feel like that would be a point where I go, oh, okay, it ain't, when you start talking about, hey, don't y'all hate how the Benz truck, it don't come with the windows you want. You got to buy the big windows. You like, okay, nigga, we
This
not.
nigga over here capping.
Okay, all right. Like, it's on back order. My Range Rover on back order. Don't y'all hate when y'all... I know at one point, if you get to that level, it's like, all right, let me stop telling jokes because this ain't funny no more.
Like Drake is getting to that point now where he's talking that shit that we can't even relate to.
It's the
You know
gift
what I
and the
mean? It's like
curse
that,
of success, where it's like, y'all was rooting for me so much, y'all wanted me to do well, then I do really well, now it's like, now you lose me. Now, I like that certain people have pivoted, right? So I'm very much into business and finance and investing, obviously, right? That's kind of like what my wheelhouse was. I want to have catch a couple of startups at the right time, and ultimately, I want an NBA team.
I'm gonna fuck you up. Look.
I want an NBA team in St. Louis, specifically.
What do you think about the stock market right now at its condition at this moment?
Great question. It was topsy-turvy, man. Like, I knew it was about to dip like this, though. I had a feeling. I actually pulled out a lot of shit right when it went really high earlier this year. Everybody was celebrating. I was like, good, I'm selling right now. And I'm going to go back in,
Like 4 or 5 months ago.
Yeah, like right around late March, it was like at the highest. The S&P was at the highest it was. All right, guys, we have. All right, S&P was the highest it was. And I was like, I'm pulling out. I pulled out.
Yeah.
And I was very happy about that because that shit is in a.
You see how that motherfucker dipped?
It went bad for people, and you know what? If you stay in it, you fine. It'll come back up.
Yeah.
If you invest right now, you'll bubble.
Yeah, I would buy right now if you have the opportunity. Just buy right now, and always buy Safe Answers index base, right? S&P 500.
Talk that shit.
Just do it. You could put your 401k into the S&P 500. You'd probably be better off over a 30-year span than you would just letting your company manage it for you. So this is also a tidbit of where I want to pivot from too as well, right? So once I get that platform of popularity, I want to educate. I feel like I was in banking so long and watched so many clients walk in with the most clueless expressions about the words I was using. I was like, y'all doctors, y'all working class, just regular jobs, doctors. I'll say something about interest, and they'd be like, so what do you mean? And I'm like, wow. You can learn as much as you want, but not so many people take that class that just tells you general finance, just general.
Man, stop. Please.
They're gonna get me. They're gonna get me for this.
Stop. Look, okay, bring out the watermelon and chicken.
Yeah, I was like, let me get back to dancing. Can't tell all the plans just yet, but I would love to have some kind of opportunity to, let people, inform people more about that at the appropriate time. Once I've,
But you gotta feed them. You gotta feed them in certain doses. Though.
Absolutely.
When you nursing a patient back to health, they don't give it to you all at once. They nurse it back into the system.
The biggest mistake is we try to splash it on them instead of just giving them one note. Right. Give them one note and just go from there.
Make it palatable.
Right. Absolutely, that's what it's about. Baby food, people.
What's your thought on like crypto and NFTs and all that?
I feel like that's a rich man's game.
If you got it to play with.
Absolutely. I wouldn't be surprised if rich people just created that shit to make us everyday people buy it and they just pull out.
But that's kind of what
Which is what most things are.
That's what Elon and Jack both have commented on when they're having a conversation about who owns Web3. And Elon Musk joked, somewhere between A to Z, but the A to Z was in reference to a hedge fund.
Yeah.
That has A and Z in their fucking name. So when they're talking to us about this Web3 shit and you say it's a rich man's game, it is.
Yeah.
The richest guys are saying it's a rich man's game. Because only the richest people are even doing anything with it. And by the time we get it, it's not even going to be the same thing. One thing that's like, that we don't realize that they realize is that every single phone that we have is a Web 2 device. They haven't even made phones for Web 3 yet. That's what they're going to get you.
What does that mean? What is a Web 2 device?
So what they have, there's Web 1, Web 2, and Web 3. Web 1 was a searchable platform where you can search and find stuff, okay? You could find information, you could see things. Web 2, that was when things changed over into a platform base, when you started having applications. That is what you see now. YouTube's, websites, Amazon, that's Web 2. Web 3 is a blockchain. It is an ownership-based entity. Like with Web 2, there's no ownership in any of it. Ownership is in platforms, so who owns the platform. Web 3 will be ownership within the individual. That's why they have those little ideas of having
tokenize the platform.
Yeah, it's going to be a completely different infrastructure that the internet's going to operate on. And so, like, the big thing that I always look at is the fact that, we talk about being in a rich man's game. It's a rich white man's game.
Yes, more specifically.
By the time people of color get anywhere into it or close to it, it's been bought and sold and bought and sold and bought and sold and repackaged back to you. So by the time you get it,
worthless. Damn.
It's worthless, but they're gonna pump you up and make you think it has value, and that's the part you always have to look out for. I'm gonna step off my soapbox now.
No, that's facts though.
When it comes to that, the perfect analogy I think is like, how we rock J's and somebody that's not as hip to the culture just buy Jordans, and they just bought like some team Jordans. And you be like, man, you wearing some Derek Jeters. This nigga don't even know we don't wear Derek Jeters, bro. Like, we rock the numbers. And you like, I just thought y'all all like that's what the money game is like. Like, we think we in there, but we rocking Team Jordans when it comes to that money shit. Like that, there was so much stuff that like they do that. I worked in Manhattan Beach before I left my last bank job. The stuff they do with money, I couldn't believe it. I was just like, there's no way Do people know about this? Like, I want to like go back to the bar and tell them, like, do y'all know what they doing with their money? Like at this level, right?
Do you know buying a house is a scam now, nigga? Like,
Man, it's so much stuff that you be like, by the time this shit comes to like my crew and my world, it'll be so late that whatever they're doing now,
And you got a good vibe, bro.
man, I'm like,
Hey, I'm just shit, you
that's
know.
why I enjoy working there. Cause I was like, yeah,
Yeah.
because rich people look. That's one thing you catch them doing. They will talk, they will chat
Wow.
and brag about their lifestyle, and I'm just sitting at the desk like, yes, yes,
Hey,
talking to keep talking to
Yeah,
this a little bit loud.
Yes,
So we both got a
suck it
little.
in.
I'm playing. I was acting like you're the agent. No, but matter of fact, I let you been quiet. Tell us. I want to know about you a little bit, so I can. You my crowd work tonight. What's up?
What's up?
What you got going on? What? Tell me. All right, tell me this.
That's classified
He wanna know
information,
what you wanna
sir.
know. He want to know what you want to know,
I
man.
throw you in a safari. What animal do you turn into? What would you zap into if you could?
A safari?
Yeah,
Lion.
lion. Interesting personality trait right there. Okay.
You would be a lioness, right?
I feel like a lion's
Go
cooler.
out, you would go out and get that kill and
But
bring it
why
home.
do I have
huh?
to? Why do I have to go as a female? Like females are cool,
mean-
but I'm definitely trying to just be a lion.
I was curious about that because you definitely said lion, like
I'm
you, the
really
mane and
determined.
everything, huh? Like,
Yeah.
okay.
She did not
I
say
saw the
lion.
mane when you said that. I said,
Come
okay, she running shit.
And then the other one that I was thinking was a giraffe. So two very different things.
Interesting. I like those two though. That's a good personality balance, right? Because
I'm a
giraffes
Libra,
are
so
graceful.
you know, like that balance.
Interesting.
I like to balance. Everything needs to be. You
That
know.
was my next question. What sign
Heard you,
you are?
Rob. Rob said,
I don't buy into that though. The zodiac shit. I'm gonna be honest. Like,
Really?
I'm a Sagittarius, but if I told you I was a Aquarius, you'd probably be like, "Oh yeah, I could totally see that." You know what I mean? Like,
I mean, I'm sure, but that's like for a lot of things. You know, it's like the mind takes over. Like you can give someone water and tell them it's vodka, and they can think they're drunk. Like, you know, shit just and coincidences happen, shit like that. But I mean, if it makes you feel better, why not?
like it's cool to read about and shit.
Right.
but
Like
some
it's
people
very interesting to me when I read you know, a thing and I'm like, oh yeah, that definitely relates. Or 2 days later, I'm like, oh shit, that did say that. Or like one day I woke up and I felt just emotional, like not from, you know, being on my period. I just woke up and I was like, something's not right. And I happened to go on Facebook and it was like Mercury's in retrograde and everything's going to shit. I read my little zodiac for what was supposed to happen during retrograde and I was like, damn, I hope that doesn't happen. Damn near did. Damn near like to the, like, yeah, it really like was very accurate. And that was me reading it before and the retrograde just ended. And like I'm reflecting and I'm like, like that was actually very accurate.
I can roll with the retrograde shit. That it just makes more sense.
Yeah, my girl was feeling that shit too. I think she howled at the moon though. Like she be into that shit hardcore.
I mean, even down to like relationships, finances, like it, you know, one of the things was like, don't make big investments. And there was a situation where it kind of was. And I was like, it almost kind of came into, you know, happened. And I was like, interesting. Should have been a little safer on that, you know? So I don't know, but it just makes me feel better. Whatever makes you feel better. Right.
Zodiacs are interesting though. Like when I say I'm a Leo, I get the exact same reaction every time.
See?
Like,
Okay. Literally, like,
what reaction? That makes way more sense.
Yes.
I'm like, whoa, what does that mean?
A Leo,
As soon as I
for
say
sure. 100%.
So I have no idea. What
So
the
I don't
fucking
know.
Leo
Like
is.
that, it trips me out how consistently I get that reaction. And I'm like, should I read what the hell is going on with Leo so I can know if it's. And I've seen a couple of notes. Like people send me little Leo like daily things, and I'll be like, damn, okay,
Is it
damn.
mainly from women that you get the reaction from? It
Yes,
is, right?
I've had a couple guys do it too. Like, of course you're a fucking Leo, but like most of the girls will be like, and they'll say with like this annoyed voice, like, "Oh, I knew you was
Wait, Rob, what did you say you were?
Sad.
Yeah.
What does
No,
that
my
mean?
ex is a Sag. It makes sense. And he's very, very chill, very calm, very cool, collected. And then also,
But see, the difference is like he is
like
a
your demeanor,
psychopath.
Rob.
like how we were just saying,
That's
when
what I
Rob is
mean.
stressed out, that's when you should really be stressed
Okay.
out, you know? Because when he pops off, it's really off. Like, that's how it was.
Which is probably good, because...
Fuck it, ain't it scary as fuck.
Is it visible? Your stress is like people can tell.
Yeah.
Oh shit, he going through
If
it.
you see me
Okay.
stressed out, then something is off. For
Okay,
sure.
got it. Huh.
He's very,
Damn,
very
dog.
chill.
Okay.
All right, so we're all doing it. Libra gang. I know nothing. I know
What
no
are you?
Libra gang.
You're a Libra too?
I don't understand other people's zodiac signs because mine is the only one that's actually important.
That's a Libra thing.
So
That's
it's
a
like,
very Libra thing to say.
That's the scale, correct?
yeah, so it's like when
apparatus
people be like,
of
like you talking about people looking at you like you Leo. I'm sitting back like, what the fuck does that mean? I have no idea. Oh well, hey Libra gang, I don't give a fuck.
No, literally, and that's why I'm a Libra, and I didn't know about other people's zodiac signs for a long time.
Because
I just recently started learning.
As Libras, we're just cooler than the rest of you.
Exactly.
Interesting.
Better than everyone. It's
Is that what your horoscope said?
small part.
Just say
I
that.
don't
fucking
know.
know.
It's in there.
that
It just
recently.
is. I
It's in there somewhere.
I
Today
woke
for
up like
Libra,
this.
you're the coolest fucking sign. And you tell everybody
Question
about
for you.
Yeah.
How
do you
the
miss,
game
McGlover?
been for you?
What's your sign?
Huh, me?
Yeah.
Oh man, I'm a dollar sign, man.
I knew you were gonna say some
Man,
shit like
shout out to
that.
Mr. McGlover over there. You know what I'm saying? He's holding me down.
That's my sign.
He said the dollar sign.
Just like that.
I knew he wasn't gonna answer either. He's too cool. He's too cool to answer, man. He's too cool for school,
Right. Me too cool for zodiac signs.
No, I mean, I'm just happy to be here with everybody. We made it through the rain, you know, traffic. I-5's a bitch. You know what I'm saying? I-5's a bitch. Yeah, bro. But how's the game been for you? Up until this point right now, what you say has been okay, whatever. I mean, you see yourself going really far with this, you know what I mean, putting your all into it. Has the game been good to you? It's been okay? You know, how's the game been to you?
It's given what I'm putting into it, I think. Like, because sometimes I lag and nothing's happening, and I'll be like, cause and effect. I'm the cause of that effect. And I just accept it. Like, okay, I wasn't on the streets and nothing was happening, of course. But then when I start hitting the streets and doing shows, people walk up and hit you up. People, it's like if you build it, they'll come. And like, you just keep doing your shit. All of a sudden, people be like, hey, Grimes, man, you know, why don't you come, you know, or I'll reach out. And they'll be like, yeah, nigga, we just waiting on you to reach out, you know? And I was like, dang, you got to open your mouth sometimes. And that's the one thing I'm working on is humbly asking for help. And that's because I'm so used to trying to build and create that I don't realize that everybody in a way is your superior, and you have to accept that and utilize it. So that's been the minute I start accepting that more and really asking people to help, I think they will all say, yes, you just have not verbalized it yet. So it's going great. I'm not going to lie. It's going as great as I've put the effort into to get the result.
It's gonna keep going great. It's gonna keep getting better too, bro.
Man, I want that too. I want the comeback episode to be like, boy, how the fuck you?
But you done came far, nigga.
There's two businesses out there. How them two businesses?
Yeah. I'm sitting there like, damn, so they should have opened up for you this time.
I went ahead and told, I said, what's up, man? What's up, man? Hey, I want him to give me that goddamn full circle. No, man. I love comedy though. That's the one thing about it. I just love laughter. I love the effect it has on people. I love that I can say shit I really want to say, whether it's political or not, and just make it humorous as well. But the message is there, and I try to make sure that my message is understood or gotten. Even if it don't hit you that night, I'll tell a joke sometimes. People will stare at me, and they'll message me a week later like, "Hey, you know that one joke you said about that's crazy." Like I'll be like, sometimes it's like that, you know. I don't need all the laughs right now. I just want you to walk away with something and go, that was a bar. That was a fucking bar. That wasn't a joke. That was a bar, you know. So that's just how it is sometimes, man. I can't do I love goofy humor. I love intellectual humor. I love all kinds of comedy. Right. I just don't feel real unless I'm doing the shit that make me
top three. I'm a top three. Am I going too easy or should I say top five?
Nah, top three.
Top three is fine.
Three is harder.
Top three comedy.
Active right now.
Active.
Three guys I love to watch. I feel like if I use Dave, that's kind of like, you know, we just assume I'm using Dave, Bill Burr, Dave, and man, I ain't gonna lie, man. CP, comedian CP. Y'all, I don't know if y'all heard him or not. That's one of the funniest cats out, man. He's Nah, he's part of like I don't know if people like to do the OGs. I'm very active on the scene, so I watched a lot of comedy around LA, and he's hilarious, man. I think sure you'll see him or hear about him sooner than later, because he's hilarious. So top three right now, like watching.
Is he a youngster?
Young guy. He's a young guy. I'm not sure how far apart we are in age, but like
Right here.
yeah. He does a lot of the like all deaf digital stuff. Roast Me. He does a lot of the roast me videos and stuff like that. And yeah, like when I'm in LA, if I see any of those three guys, I'm stepping into the room to watch, right? So that's what I would say. Now, top 3 all time, I'm gonna go Dave, Richard Pryor, and Patrice O'Neal. Patrice O'Neal is that's the dude that made me go. Eddie Murphy made me want to do comedy. Dave Chappelle showed me I could do it in a way that you show you're intelligent and get points across. Patrice let me know you can say exactly what you want to say and be hilarious at it. And we got robbed of Patrice. Like that dude to me. Elephant in the Room I watched it on my flight here. It's the funniest special I've ever watched in my life. So if you never heard of Patrice O'Neal, watch Elephant in the Room. And that man told no lies on that special.
He was different,
Absolutely.
Seen it, Rod?
Yeah, oh yeah.
It's a great special, man. He's just hilarious. I watch every piece of content I can of that dude. Yeah, Patrice and Dave and Bill Burr, I watch those cats nonstop.
Man, well, look, man, we at the spot, on the spot once again. You know what I mean? Shout out to everybody out there. You know, we finna wrap it up, you know what I mean? But, man, it was a pleasure to have you.
Absolutely,
you know what I mean?
absolutely.
And I know this ain't gonna be the last time, bro.
Let me put a question back on y'all. What do y'all see yourselves in the near future with this?
Man, I see myself and probably everybody else I could speak for here doing it bigger and better, you know what I mean? Mm-hmm. And continuing, you know what I mean?
Absolutely.
We might be 2-3 more at the spots on the spot, you know what I mean? Nationwide, man. We hope we be a part of it, you know what I'm saying? We be a part of what you pushing, you know? It's come through, man. It's good. You know
brand deals, any brands.
Traveling with the kids, man. Bring the kids. We got backpacks and everything, you know what I mean?
Love it. I love it.
For sure, man. So, and what you say?
Absolutely.
Yeah, and give me
Eyes
back.
watch shut parties, you know what I'm saying? Y'all tripping, y'all don't
But
understand.
we gonna have these hoes coming through.
Hey, you know what? One thing you can't stop. Death, taxes, and hoes, man. That's a consistent part of life right there.
Yeah.
So I heard.
Allegedly,
Whichever camera that's gonna be.
Says the banker, the ex-banker.
Right.
Man.
Terms and conditions. Nobody ever reads them, all right?
Hey,
Hoes are definitely in the terms and conditions.
user agreements, my guy.
User agreements. Awesome.
Read the fine print.
Hey,
shit, man. What's up? Everybody want to shout something out? Somebody got something to say, man? Shout something out. We got some new merch coming on. That's what I heard.
Man, shouts out to St. Louis.
Shout out to St. Louis.
Hell yeah, man.
Where we got our ear to the street around here. I heard. You know what I'm saying? So keep big things popping around here, but keep it on the under. You know, but anyway, though, man, we here at this spot on the spot, man. We got motherfucking John Grimes. We got, you know what I'm saying? I'm going to just say it, man. Alice in Wonderland in this motherfucker. In the building. Yep, man, look that man, look here.
It sounded like he forgot, didn't he?
Mm-hmm.
He knows.
Man, you know I know.
Yeah.
We got Rob. We got motherfucking Barack Kendra in here. In the back cave.
Where can they find you, John?
Where can they find you, man?
Yeah, on social media, Twitter, Instagram, Mr.TanPanda, MrTanPanda, Mr.TanPanda, and that's my website name, Mr.TanPanda.com. That's where my comedy is. That's where my merch is. So you can do either one. I got a half-hour comedy I made like 4 years ago now called "Going for Broke."
You got some merch for her?
I got some merch. I'm gonna send up something.
Get hot up here in a minute.
I got a little two-piece. I got your little two-piece action.
That's what I'm saying.
A little top and bottom action. That's what's hitting this summer.
Probably trying to get a two-piece.
I'll take a two-piece.
Yeah, Rob wants a two-piece. We're gonna match.
You know them little sweater short
gonna have
combos? Them shits
twin
is
day
hitting
at the
right
spot.
now, man.
Throw the pasties
Twin
in
day
for
at the
free.
spot.
Throw the pasties in for free.
Gosh, I'm about to say, I feel like she got the Fergalicious outfits, man. I don't know if I gotta find you something.
What is a Fergalicious outfit?
Oh my God, really?
But
Definition.
what is the outfit?
It's hot. No, just like it's too hot for
It
TV.
is hot,
Like it's like
yeah.
okay,
Yeah.
double take outfit, like double take
Yeah.
outfit where you walk by and go, oh, that's. Let me see
That's
that outfit
accurate.
again. Like,
That's accurate.
Shit, it's coming soon, man. We at the spot, on the spot. Rob Nova, man. Eric Kendra in the building. Queen with Kendra. I heard she got something popping. She ain't really saying too much, but keep your eye on it. Keep your eye open and your mouth closed. So we gonna keep it on the under. But anyway, once again, we finna wrap it up. Shit, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, man. We gone.